This article will use this headline not as a news report, but as a cultural artifact to explore deeper themes: the authentic nature of long-term professional partnerships in Hollywood, the public's fraught relationship with celebrity health, the ethical boundaries of reporting, and the psychological impact of such stories on the audience. State unequivocally that there is no credible public information suggesting Ryan Seacrest has cancer. This story is a fabrication, but its existence and its spread are profoundly real and worthy of examination. Outline the journey the article will take, from the history of Ripa and Seacrest's partnership to the phenomenon of celebrity health rumors, the anatomy of a fake news story, and finally, a meditation on public empathy and media literacy. Detail the context of Ryan Seacrest joining Live with Kelly and Ryan in 2017. Discuss the challenge of following a beloved, long-tenured host, Michael Strahan, and the public skepticism. Analyze how their chemistry was not instant, but built through genuine effort. Deconstruct their on-air rapport. Use specific examples: their playful banter, their support during personal milestones, Kelly's children's events, Ryan's American Idol return, their handling of awkward or unexpected moments. Interview media analysts or daytime TV historians on why this partnership worked. Explore documented evidence of their friendship outside the studio, social media interactions, attending each other's events, public statements of mutual respect. Contrast this genuine, well-documented bond with the exploitative narrative of the fake headline. Discuss Ryan's departure from Live in 2023. Analyze their heartfelt farewell speeches and the clear narrative of a chapter closing, not a friendship ending. This established history makes the fake story's implication of a reaching out in crisis both plausible to the uncritical eye and insulting to their transparent relationship. Briefly trace the public's consumption of celebrity illness, from the dignified silence of early Hollywood to the AIDS crisis revelations to today's relentless speculation. Mention figures like Rock Hudson, Farrah Fawcett, and Chadwick Boseman. Delve into the psychology. Discuss morbid curiosity, the human desire to see icons as vulnerable and thus more like us, and the false intimacy fostered by social media. Cite experts in media psychology. Analyze why cancer in particular is a go-to for fabricators. It is universally feared, emotionally charged, and allows for vague, painful descriptions that require no medical specifics. Contrast this with real, dignified celebrity cancer announcements, for example, Christina Applegate, Hugh Jackman. Delve into the psychology. Discuss morbid curiosity, the human desire to see icons as vulnerable and thus more like us, and the false intimacy fostered by social media. Cite experts in media psychology. Analyze why cancer in particular is a go-to for fabricators. It is universally feared, emotionally charged, and allows for vague, painful descriptions that require no medical specifics. Contrast this with real, dignified celebrity cancer announcements. Example, Christina Applegate, Hugh Jackman. Deconstruct the headline word by word. Very sad, shocking, engineered for emotional spike. Reaches out, implies drama and a rupture. Painful cancer, maximum dread with minimal detail. Discuss the use of emojis as emotional shorthand. Describe the typical content of such articles: a regurgitation of the hosts' careers, spliced quotes from years past presented out of context, vague sources say claims, and ad-heavy pages. It's a shell game with human emotion. Explain how these stories are created by content farms for ad revenue, how they spread via social media algorithms optimized for engagement, even angry engagement, and how they are often mistaken for news by unsuspecting users. Discuss the real impact on Ryan Seacrest and Kelly Ripa. While they likely ignore most tabloids, such stories force a choice: to publicly deny, giving it oxygen, or to stay silent, allowing worry to fester among well-meaning fans. It's a violation of privacy and autonomy. Explore the impact on fans. It triggers unnecessary anxiety and grief. It exploits their genuine care, converting empathy into a commodity. It creates an atmosphere of constant low-grade panic in media consumption. Argue that the ultimate damage is the erosion of our collective trust. When everything is presented as an emergency, true emergencies get lost. When human relationships are constantly dramatized and falsified, our understanding of real connection is undermined. Revisit the initial headline. Having explored its context, its mechanics, and its consequences, we see it not as news, but a cynical parody of human concern. Contrast the fake narrative with the authentic, documented story of Ripa and Seacrest's partnership, a story of professional support, earned friendship, and public joy. That story is more compelling and meaningful than any fabricated crisis. Encourage readers to pause before sharing. Check sources, be skeptical of emotional superlatives, and seek out reputable journalism. Choose to invest emotional energy in real stories. Our desire for connection, to share in the lives of public figures, is not inherently wrong, but it is our responsibility to channel that desire towards reality, to honor true bonds like that of two co-hosts who built something special over exploited a fiction. In doing so, we protect our own empathy and demand a better, more honest public discourse. The digital scream echoes through the feeds. Very sad, crying news. Very shocking, ominous news. Kelly Ripa reaches out after Ryan Seacrest's painful cancer. It is a headline engineered in a laboratory of distress, each component calibrated for maximum visceral impact. The repetitive alarm bells, the tear-soaked emojis, the ominous vagueness of painful cancer, and the poignant hint of a friend reaching out, it forms a perfect, poisonous cocktail of concern and curiosity. For a moment, the heart drops. Ryan? Cancer? But here is the crucial, grounding truth. There is no credible evidence, no statement from Seacrest's representatives, no report from a legitimate news organization, and no indication from the man himself or those close to him that he is facing such a diagnosis. The story, in its claimed form, is a fabrication. Yet, to dismiss it entirely as mere fake news is to miss the profound and very real lessons it holds. This sensational snippet serves as a stark portal into the complex interplay of celebrity culture, our collective anxiety about health, the architecture of online misinformation, and the enduring strength of genuine human partnership. This article is not about validating a lie, but about dissecting its anatomy to understand why it exists, how it spreads, and the real-world effects it has on its subjects, its audience, and our shared information ecosystem. We begin not with the false crisis, but with the true and documented bond it seeks to exploit, the remarkable, publicly forged friendship between Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest.